Hey guys, a few different topics here. I'll try and keep it quick, again under 10 minutes, but I've got a number of different things here I'm going to talk about, some part numbers and that people have asked for, and few other freebies and a bit of other information there. So let's start off firstly with the MAF sensor O-ring, okay? MAF sensor O-rings, I'm pretty sure we've got a video on cleaning the MAF sensor, and I'm pretty sure we're probably going to have another one, so keep your eyes peeled. We've got the procedure on cleaning that, but if you take your MAF sensor out and it's already split or damaged, or you don't follow the directions quite right, or you just thought you just go and clean it without watching the video with those precautions and you've damaged it, we can kind of help out with that. When I say kind of, you know, we can't do everything, but we can do as much as we can do, and we can't, these aren't sold separately, guys. We're not doing addressing packages to people for an O-ring. But if you're purchasing other parts, you know, we've got, you know, just to recap it, it would have to be with either the injector kit, the big front engine kit, or say the front wheel bearings, you know, whatever, the Prado assembly front wheel bearings, right? They're the main things we do, where we've got the O-rings available when they're available, and we do have, I know there's about 10 there. If people want them, we'll get more. You just see the odd vehicle, I see them, they're damaged. If you try and push that MAF sensor in without lubing it as per the directions in the videos, you could damage it, guys. So just be careful of that. We don't lube the O-ring either, or the sensor, because you may get it on the sensor. It's easier to just lube the hole. So clean the hole, lube the hole, clean the MAF sensor, bang. Anyway, this O-ring, it's a new thing. You know, we don't normally keep them or whatever. You know, you get the odd one as you need it. But to make things easier for you, we've sourced those, and someone did ask, oh, you know, because I said, you know, I'm not selling them separately. Some people might want to keep a spare one if they're on a trip or something, you know, and they decide to clean their MAF sensor on a trip and they damage it or whatever the case may be. So, MAF sensor O-ring, yeah, sorry about that, bit of an interruption, you get that. The O-ring, so the deal is, you can just go into, look, where do you get a, if you go into something like a bearing shop, or give them a call, they're not going to, this is the problem, they're going to hate you for buying one O-ring, you know what I mean? Or they're going to charge you highway robbery for one O-ring. So anyway, all I can do is give you the size, right? It says on the bag, right? You know, it says 20 OR 28 by 2. So obviously 2 mil thick, 28's the diameter, right? Right, so you figure it out. I wrote MAF on there, so I know, because I've got other O-rings in bags, got a few other replacement O-rings. So that's the deal. If you want to source one yourself, all I can do is include it if you need, you know. So if you know yours is damaged, or you want one spare or whatever, I'll just throw it in, you know. But, you know, it's with one of the other kits. I don't care which one, whatever, right? You know, if you're really feeling generous, you can pay I think they're $3 each, you know what I mean? Yeah, bit of a rip-off thing anyway, but whatever. So that's that sorted. We'll put that aside. If you've got a 120 Prado, just quickly, we've got, okay, you know the heater pipe. There's a heater pipe that runs across the back of the back of the engine kind of thing, from one side to the other. And there's a plastic clamp at each side. We'll call them plastic clamps, right? And once they get old, 15 years old, 10, 15, depending if they've been really hot, and they can get brittle and stuff like that. So there's two of those. I've just got the part numbers here, right? I'm going to read them out to you. So this is one of those things. I hope you had your pen ready from the O-ring, whatever. And if you haven't, you just have to watch this video again. But you can just save it and look it up later, right? Clamp for the heater pipe, if you've got a 120. 87124-35150, that's one of them. And the other one is 87124-60150, okay? So that's the pipe. So I just thought I'd mention those. Now next on the agenda, brake pads. Just quickly, you may have seen another video about these brake pads. BENDIX are pretty cool. They have had some, well, they don't recognise it as an issue, I don't think, but in my opinion, they've had some issues, and people's experiences that I've read and seen and know about with the DB1200s wearing out a bit quickly. So they've come up with a new compound that they want some feedback on. So there's going to be some free brake pads as soon as we're allowed out of this lockdown in Victoria. Lockdown. This lockdown. We're going to have a tech day. You know, we normally have a few tech days here or there. So you might score yourself some free or cheap brake pads. We need them, you know, it might cost you some installation or something like that, but you know, it's going to work out cheap, or something's going to be free, right? You can pay for the pads and get the installation free. You can pay whatever you want to call it, right? But we want to get these pads into some vehicles, and obviously we've got to do the work to put them in there and know that they're in there, and people that we know. So, you know, if you're sort of close with me, I've mentioned it in another video, you may or may not have seen that, so we won't spend too much time on this. Keep your eyes peeled on the other videos if you want to be included in that. We've got about 4 sets at the moment, but we're probably going to get some more. I was thinking more like about 10 sets of the 1200, so keep your eyes out for a tech day, which will probably be posted on Oz Prado crew, because obviously the Oz crew in Victoria around, you know, whatever, the usual crew. So keep your eyes on that. We've got a few people that put their hand up for it already. I haven't decided yet, so keep putting your hand up and I'll pick out the lucky however many sets of brake pads we got at the time when the day comes around. Okay, so that's brake pads sorted. Snatch blocks, winches. Okay, so this is not a whether you need a winch or not video, but let's quickly touch on it anyway. I've had vehicles with winches, okay, and I've had vehicles without winches. Look, I just prefer, look, if you must travel on your own and you must travel where it's wet, muddy and sloppy, or you like that, absolutely get a winch and you need it and use it and have fun and all that. But I kind of like being there, done that, can't be bothered with it. You know, it's like driving through the deepest bog hole to prove something and wreck the car. Mud equals money to prove what? You know, I'm going to drive around it. Anyway, I just want to go somewhere nice, enjoy the drive. I don't want to be winching. If anything, I just want to flick that switch and put the locker on and do that steep, rough, rutted out, technical track rather than, you know, some whatever sort of track. Anyway, have a good setup and the right driving skills and just get it done that way with maybe a locker or your traction control and your 150, and you probably won't need a winch. When we go out, we generally don't need winches. When I say that, over the years there's been the odd time where people, you know, they're just not as good driver as everyone else. Yeah, no, I think they just wanted to test out their winch. Anyway, we've got a snatch block here from, as I said years ago, we've had vehicles that have had winches, you know, Prados, Hiluxes, whatever. And yes, we have used them. This one's been used maybe once or something. What did this get used for? Was it exciting? Just trying to think. Can't remember really. I really can't remember. But anyway, snatch block, yeah. Yeah, it might have been up this wet, slippery hill. But anyway, it didn't get real muddy or anything. It's been used a little bit. Point is, it's free. While we're doing freebies, right? Because we've got free information. We've got free brake pads. And we've got a free snatch block. So basically, yeah, if you want to make a donation to the charity fund, because we do a bit of fundraising for the charity thing, if you want to do that, you can do that, but you don't have to. You can have it for free. So this is free, okay, free. So all you need to do is comment on the YouTube channel saying, hey, yeah, I would like that snatch block for free. The problem we got is it's pickup only, or if I've got to put it in one of these red bags, which I will, you got to pay for it. I'm not paying you to take it, right? I'm generous, but I'm not that generous. So if you want this for free, you say, yeah, I'll take that. I'm going to come and pick it up now or tomorrow. I like things gone, and there's going to be more freebies, so stay tuned. If you want me to send it, you're just going to, like, you know, pay me the 15 bucks or whatever for the bag and whatever, right? And I'll send it, no problem. These bags can take up to 5 kilos. Same bags as I say to people, the small red bag, when you return your injector, same bag. They're about 10 bucks or something, whatever, but you know, postage and handling costs, right? So it's 15 for you. 15 bucks, you get a free snatch block delivered to your door, whatever, right? So just putting it out there. If you're local or anywhere or anytime you want to pick it up soon, snatch block, free. Anyway, guys, that's about it. I just wanted to help you out with that bit of information. Mainly was about that, but I just thought I'd throw in the information about the brake pads and those little clips, because I'm about to replace them on our 120. I'm going to do that right now. And snatch block, and I've got some other bits and pieces. I'll tell you, I'll just mention it. No, I won't actually. We'll just leave it for the next video. Bada bing, bada boom. I think that's it, isn't it? Doesn't it go bada bing, bada boom? All right, guys, hopefully you got a bit of info out of that and there's some interest of something there for you. Stay tuned. I'm out of here. See ya.